Hi class, my name is April Moore. I am pursuing a degree in business administration with a concentration in economics. I'm a non-traditional student. Right after high school, I did go to Ball State and I was pursuing a degree, but I wasn't happy with it and it wasn't a good fit for me. So I came home and then I tried to go back again a year later, took a few classes. It still wasn't the right time. So I entered the workforce. So I've been fully in the workforce since I was about 17, but more concentratedly so since I was about 19. I've been in the restaurant management for about 14 years now, but I am currently in my fourth semester pursuing my online degree while working full time. So I'm a busy girl. I'm a busy girl. Question number 2, 3 to 5 adjectives. My first adjective that I will use to describe myself is musical. I sing, I play guitar, piano, various woodwind instruments, have for a long time. Right now I'm actually working on wrapping up my first solo album. So it's me singing songs that I have written, playing guitar, playing piano. It's been a great experience for me so far, because I look forward to looking back on this time and seeing how this first step has led me to my path and where I'm headed, wherever that may be. I also see myself as witty. I grew up watching sketch comedy shows and comedy movies with my mom, and I've always loved humor and I love laughing. I love watching people laugh. I think life is full of so many pretenses and expectations, and so often people go around being who they think everybody else wants them to be instead of just being themselves. So if I can make somebody laugh, it is a moment of honesty, a moment of purity where they are being themselves and who they really are, and I think it's a beautiful thing, so I love to be able to do that. Loyal. I'm a very loyal person. I have a lot of love to give and I feel a lot of love. I love people, I love animals, I love the sunshine and flowers and the sky, and I love babies' laughter, and I love a lot of things. But there are only a few people in my life that I hold really close to me. For those people, I would do anything in the whole world, and I would give of myself unequivocally. There is nothing that I would not do to protect and defend them, and I think that makes me loyal. That's 3. Okay, question number 3. Talking about the adjectives and how they might hinder and how they might help me. I believe that my musical gifts and abilities will help me in the speech writing and delivery process, but maybe not in the way that you might assume. Writing songs and recording and performing, it all takes a lot of practice, a lot of dedication, a lot of determination. And I've learned self-discipline, I believe, pretty well over the several years of my musical endeavors and dedication. A lot of self-discipline. And I know the level of sacrifice that it takes to get the job done, to be comfortable in front of people, to work hard. I know what it takes to work hard, I guess. But I believe that this self-discipline that I've learned in music will continue to make me a better writer, a better performer, and in this case, a better student. One that I think might hinder me, while I don't often sacrifice areas of my life that I give high importance to in order to support those that I am loyal to or that I love, but I do feel like this might be a possible hindrance in my speech writing at this point. My father has been very ill since April, very sick, and he does take a lot of my time. I could see myself potentially prioritizing his health, his needs, and his desires above my schoolwork, not just for this class. But I am very fortunate to have the help of his fiance. She's been very helpful in making sure that he's taken care of the right way and taken to doctor's appointments and things like that. So we've been good about helping each other out with our schedules. So it would have to be a very extreme circumstance where I would have to choose my loyalty to him over my performance in this class. My favorite TV show. I have several favorite TV shows. I love the suspension of disbelief that books and TV shows and movies provide us. I think it's wonderful, and I think it's a great stretch of the imagination to be able to do that. But I love all different kinds. I love fantasy, comedy, drama, romance. I like all of it. But probably one of my all-time favorites is the show Parenthood. It was on NBC. It's no longer on now, but it was based around a family, and they had real life situations, and it felt like real people that I was watching live their lives. And about every week it would make me cry because it was just so believable, and I just connected so strongly with the characters and with their lives and the things that they were going through. It also made me laugh. It made me laugh almost every episode that I watched too. It was just a great show, and I enjoyed it very much. And I just really felt like the characters were being honest, were being genuine, and they felt like real people. And that really connected to my personality, I think. So a little known fact about me. 2 years ago, I went to Mexico to have a root canal and a crown in my mouth. So I don't have health insurance. And when I found out that I was going to have a crown and a root canal, I found out how much it was from my dentist, and I was beside myself. That was a lot of money, and I did not have the funds for it. So I was complaining to a friend of mine who is from Mexico, who has some family who still lives in Mexico, and I was telling him about it, and he was telling me about how he goes home and gets his some of his medical things taken care of. I think he got some shots in his knee, and anyway, some things while he was in Mexico, and he's like, yeah, you should totally do that. So I thought about it, and I did some research online, and I looked up the different prices, and I just found more than just the prices. I found a whole plethora of information and people that have done this, and resources and reviews, and it's this whole other world that I had no idea about, like vacation surgery, vacation doctors, vacation dental work. It's a real thing, and people do that. So bottom line of the story, I went to Mexico, had an 8-day vacation. I paid for the airline, the hotel, all of my food and entertainment expenses, plus my dental work, the root canal and the crown, which was the best dental experience that I have had in my entire life, and was with really extreme high-tech equipment. All of that, and I still saved $1,000 compared to what I would have paid if I had gotten it done here. So that's something interesting about me. My crown is from Mexico. The last question. What is my biggest self-esteem issue? So I don't mean to echo our instructor in this, but my weight is definitely my biggest self-esteem issue. I was overweight as a child, and kids are mean, and I was made fun of a lot. Even though I thinned out some as I grew up with puberty, and I was in swimming and things like that, I still saw myself as that heavy little girl, and I always felt like I wasn't good enough. Through my adult life, my weight fluctuates because of life, because of routines and habits change, and sometimes situation changes, your family gets sick, or you decide to go to school full-time and work full-time, and then you don't have a life and don't have time to exercise. But as my weight fluctuates, I still feel like I struggle with those perception issues a little bit. I'm currently heavier than I would like to be, but I work on ways to make myself not feel where my value is in other people's opinion of me, perception of me. I'm very self-aware. I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses. I do plan on using this class to strengthen my resolve not to let the perception of others, or my opinion of the perception of others, affect the way that I view myself, because I know that I'm beautiful, and I know that, gosh darn it, people like me. I hope to have a great time in this class with you guys.